DKT UPSC CSE। अगर आप केवल सिविल सर्विस परीक्षा के प्रीलिम्स, मेंस और इंटरव्यू के वीडियो देखना चाहते हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करें DKT UPSC CSE चैनल। यहाँ आपको टॉपर्स के वीडियो रैंक के हिसाब से अरेंज मिलेंगे। चैनल के लिंक के लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में जाएं।
Hello everyone, this is Ramya Chandrasekharan from Coimbatore district of Tamil Nadu. In the Civil Services examinations of 2021, I have secured All India rank 46 and Tamil Nadu state rank 2. In this particular video, I'd like to share my views about what not to do in Civil Services examination. Why I have selected this particular topic is that I have totally 6 attempts, and out of the 6 attempts, in the previous 5 attempts, I have even not cleared the prelims. And I have been struggling with the prelim stage itself, and I was able to crack the very last attempt in the 6th attempt, clearing both prelims, mains and interview and securing this rank. So in this entire journey, I was able to understand what not to do in the civil services preparation better than what to do in the examination. So I think I'll address this part pretty well, and I have written down the points also. So let's go into that. So the first one is that you should not be jumping into the preparation without understanding what the civil service examination is all about, what the process is about, what is the syllabus says about the examination, and each particular stage has its own preparation mode and its own syllabus. So without understanding this process, you should not be jumping into the bandwagon of getting preparation for the civil services. And also beyond this, one more factor which is required is you have to understand yourself completely. Whether this particular aim of clearing civil services is one of your passion, or is it a decision taken by force, or is it something which you tend to take because of the peer pressure around you. So these are the things which you have to check yourself and decide before you jump into the preparation, because the exam in itself is uncertain, and once you start preparation, you should not be getting back from the preparatory phase until you reach your goal. So this is the first reason I say that don't jump into the preparation phase without understanding what the exam is and are you capable of doing that. And the second don't I could say is that you should not be blindly following the toppers and their strategies. So in the internet, you do see lots of videos, you do see lots of blog articles which says about each topper's strategy and their particular approach to the examination. So you have to remember that each and every topper has selected their own approach and what worked well for them in order to clear the examination. And this particular approach may not be working for everyone, and the same applies to you too. So in this process, you have to select your own winning strategy. It has to be based on an analysis of your strength and weakness, and you have to adopt your own strategy and application method for the examination. And you can check into the toppers videos or strategy method and just pick those ones which works best for you. You do experiment with that. Try to see if it is convenient for you. Try to see if it works to improve your performance. Only based on this experimentation, you have to select a strategy of a topper and go ahead with it. Without doing this experiment, simply following what they did may not work for you and may not guarantee success for you. And the third don't which I could say is that don't flood yourself with resources. So you have multiple books, you have multiple compilations, you have multiple resources in the internet, both as books as well as in online mode. But if you are flooding yourself with too many resources, you might end up with confusion. You might end up with fear. You might end up with an anxiety that how are you able to complete all these content. So instead of that, select very basic ones. Select ones which you can prepare very qualitative. So go for qualitative preparation rather than going for a quantitative preparation. So once you are doing your qualitative preparation, you will become an expert in that particular book or resource. And then you will be able to answer whatever questions come from that particular resource. So in this process, don't flood yourself with any number of books. Just limit your resources, limit your online compilations, limit your online videos, and stick to it on a consistent basis. So what is key is that consistency, not just the quantity of books you read. And the fourth don't is that don't take your practice sessions very lightly. You do practice a lot of prelims mock tests, you do practice a lot of mains answer writing. All these practice sections are one which is similar to your major main examination. So don't take these practice sessions lightly. So consistently take it on a serious note, prepare for it genuinely and write the exam in an exam environment. This makes your mind as well as your physical strength to write an exam adaptable for the real life scenario. And also second is that this ensures that the comments which you get from all these practice sessions, the analysis which you do, you take it on a very serious note and you try to incorporate all these inputs into your next performance and improve yourself. So it is basically that you're just going to improve yourself. You're just going to beat yourself and move forward. So that's the entire strategy which the practice sessions requires, and do not take it lightly. And the next don't is that don't focus narrowly to prelims alone, because people what generally do is that let me write prelims, let me prepare only from a preliminary perspective and start approaching the examination process from a prelims point of view. But rather than starting it only from that particular stage of process, you have to look at it in an integrated fashion. So not just the preliminary, you have to be prepared for the mains also, because the period between prelims and mains is very limited and you may not be able to complete the entire syllabus and get yourself acquainted with the answer writing skills which is required for UPSC in that very short duration. So you have to prepare it on an integrated basis. You have to prepare the examination from a prelims perspective, from a mains perspective, and also from the personality interview perspective. So doing this integrated approach will ensure that you get an extended knowledge, you get an accumulated knowledge. And these are the things which are very requirements for clearing even your prelim stage. And in this aspect, do not take this approach only from one particular stage of examination, rather take it from an integrated, wholesome approach. And the next don't is that don't view your preparation process from the lens of clearing the exam. So whenever you fix your target towards the end result, you will not be able to enjoy the process. This particular preparation itself is a life experience for many, and you will tend to gain confidence, you will tend to gain calmness, you will tend to look things from a different angle. And these are the life experiences which you need to enjoy. And in this, for this, you have to look at the preparation phase and enjoy the process. So when you have the target in your mind that you have to clear the exam somehow, you may miss this particular experience, and this is one thing which many people do. So as Bhagavad Gita said, do your duty and do not think of the fruits which the duty bears. So to enjoy the process and take it as a life experience, and this is indeed transformative in nature, and I have seen this personally in my preparation also. And the next don't is that whenever people say that you have to prepare for civil services, they do suggest to sit in an isolated room, have a solitude life, live away from your friends and everything. But don't approach this examination from a solitude nature. You have to make memories with your friends and family, but also focus on the preparation. You have to balance things. That's one of the key aspect or key aptitude which a civil servant needs. You need to balance multiple things at the same time. And living a solitude life is not the one thing which the civil services needs. So you have to prepare the examination on dedicatedly on its own road, but also enjoy the life and do create memories, spend time with your friends, and because this particular years which you dedicate for the preparation, you may not be able to gain it in the future. So don't try to avoid all these things, but try to balance them and take it in a very minimal fashion, so that you will be able to dedicate yourself or focus on your examination preparation. And the last don't which I could state is that do not go hard on yourself when you face failures. Failures do happen in civil services, be it preliminary, mains, or interview. Any stage of the process might give us failures. But do not go hard on yourself because of the failures. But what you want to know is that there have been mistakes committed by you in this process, and you have to recognize them. You have to ensure that you come up with different strategies or inputs which you can avoid these mistakes in the next attempt. So this is how you have to take the failures. So just repenting or getting disappointed with the failures is not the way. So as it said, failure is a stepping stone of success. So you have to learn from your best mistakes and improve and beat yourself in the next process. In the end, I could just state 3 C's which has been the key for my success. One is that consistent preparation. So even though I was not able to clear the preliminary, I was able to consistently approach the examination and prepare it and do the process again and again. I think that has been the secret which the success has been rewarded to me in the 6th attempt. And the next C is that you need to be confident. The exam preparation itself boosts you, instills you confidence, and this confidence remains with you even beyond the examination. So be it the exam or the life, you gain confidence, and that is required very much when you write the examinations also. And the third C which I could say is that calmness. Because calmness is something which you need when you're in a very stressful situation, and it is said that the preliminary, the mains, does create a stressful situation. So hence you have to be very calm and composed in all the process, and take it in a light-hearted manner and approach the exam without any baggage in your mind. And this 3 C's will ensure that your examination process is the experience for you, and this will ensure that you'll be able to reach the success. Hope I have conveyed certain don'ts which you might be doing and you can avoid it in the future, and this will be helpful for the future aspirants also. Thank you for watching the video.